Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel Southern Tea. It's your girl Lady J, back bringing you, my usual, my commentary on the state of the female rap game and urban news and other shit. So before I get into my video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, comment, share, and baby, you already here, so subscribe to the channel. So I want to address the fact that fans are speculating that Hot Spice and Nicki Minaj could have a collaboration after Nicki's producer basically said he would be here for that type of collab. So this is what I got the craziest beat for Ice Spice and Nicki. That collab would be litty. And litty in terms of what though is my question. Now he is the same producer who produced Do We Have a Problem, and I think We Go Up, correct me if I'm wrong. So talented guy, but I don't see the hype in the Ice Spice and Queen of Rap collaboration as of now. As much as I do like Ice Spice and find her likable, I think she can use a little bit more work and refinement on her craft as a rapper and get a little bit more familiar and comfortable with her craft, because she only been rapping for a year, literally. She said that. So I don't think it's necessary for people to want Nicki to collaborate with every rap bitch who shouts her out and gives her flowers. Okay, that's something that to me should already be a given. I think when people see female rap girls showing love, Nicki fans, more so the Barbs, instantly want to support that artist. The issue with that is once they go against Nicki in some type of way, almost half of them will abandon that artist for Nicki. Okay, so I think a lot of these girls and their labels know that. Okay, they know that speaking positively of her is a chess move that will get the attention and possible support of her fans, and maybe even land them a Nicki Minaj collaboration, which is why I think we see new videos of the rap girls showing love only for them to be exposed for, talking shit about Nicki during the Hate Train era in 2018 and some in 2019 and even back as far as 2017. So, I mean, look at Maya the Don, for example. She was recently showing love to Nicki in an interview, especially after the popularity of her little Teflar song, or her little Tefly bag or whatever, okay? But they pulled up old videos of her, basically talking shit about Nicki Minaj's husband and from like last year or the year before that, okay? One of the two. So like, why didn't you think of any of that things that you had to say back then about her husband that you couldn't have to say on the interview? Or like you spoke so negatively of her in one regard only for you to get in front of the public and do it in another regard. But because you got a song that's popping on TikTok, it's not in your best interest to be caught talking shit so early on. Okay, same thing happened with Megan, Coil, and Latto, in my opinion. And I'm not saying Ice Spice is like the rest. I actually think she genuinely is inspired by Nicki, just like Doja Cat is. However, I don't think it serves Ice Spice any justice for her to attach herself to Nicki or allow others to do that for her so early on in her career. Okay, it's just been like literally right at about a year for her with this rap shit. I think she needs to discover her sound and who she is as an artist and what she really wants out of the music game before she, even think about a collaboration with the likes of someone as big and stupid talented as a Nicki Minaj. But I do think it's a good long-term goal for her to have and work towards, to give her that drive to even work harder and grind. But I don't think it's necessary for any collaboration to come about right now. If anything, I think as much as I do like Ice Spice and find her likable, I think she can use a little bit more work and refinement on her craft as a rapper and get a little bit more familiar and comfortable with her craft, because she only been rapping for a year, literally. So the next topic I want to get into is Doja Cat. So it's Fashion Week in Paris, baby. Okay, remember the other day I told y'all Coi Leray was spotted at Paris Fashion Week dripped in her sheer see-through YSL black little dress. So she did look the fuck good now. I ain't no hating ass bitch. But it looks like another one of the rap girls are in Paris for Fashion Week. So Doja Cat decided to come dressed like a red blood cell. Okay, so tell me if you are feeling the looks. Now, Doja Cat has been making some statements when it comes to the fashion industry since last year. Her name has been in the conversation a lot when it comes to fashion icons and whatnot. So, I'm not going to 100% disagree with that, even though some of her looks, kind of be looking a little tacky, a little bit, just my opinion. I love Doja down. Y'all know that. So let me know what you thought about it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. It is giving me symbolism. It is giving me ritualistic type shit, because I ain't even gonna lie, when I first seen her red sparkly ass on my timeline, she kind of scared me, baby. Do you hear me? Okay, I ain't know what I was really looking at first, but I seen a caption. It was Doja, and I'm like, interesting. But it's definitely giving demon time. Okay, for me, it's definitely giving expensive hot Cheeto. But Doja Cat, as of last year, has reached, this crazy level of stardom that a lot of her peers, meaning the rap girlies, have yet to even be on the brink of touching. And I think that's why a lot of the barbs gravitate towards Doja, on top of her just showing Nicki that love and, you know, saying that she's her inspiration. But Doja, besides that, she writes, she produces, she dances, and she has an overall good fashion sense, and she makes bops. Honestly, you can't be mad at that. I just don't like when she be all up on the goddamn internet doing the capital M most chat, arguing with people who will never even touch the same fork as her. Like, it was giving Cardi B 2.0. However, I'm gonna give it to Doja because ever since 2023, we really haven't seen Doja Cat on social media like that. I don't know if it's because, you know, we caught her ass in them goddamn chat rooms a few weeks ago and somebody complained on her for being mean and being a bully. But ever since then, we ain't really seen or, you know, heard too much from Doja in 2023. And honestly, it should probably stay that way for her sake. Just drop your music, post your pics from time to time, make an appearance or two, and stay out the goddamn way, and give an interview or two, okay? I think when artists start to do all that extra shit, it kind of taints their image in a way, because prior to Doja doing the most, she wasn't really problematic. But ever since the success of Planet Her, it's almost as if she had little to no training or idea on how to cope with her level of stardom. And I think that be the problem with a lot of the rap girlies, okay? They really just, you know, they not really... It's not that they're new, you know, but they more so are being new to the mainstream world. And they be needing a publicist and an etiquette class to me. Because how in the hell is it these hoes so confident enough to say there ain't no foxes exist, or that certain states were the United States share? But people seem to believe that Doja Cat was given the cold shoulder to Miss Kylie Jenner. So take a look at this clip.
Amazing. Amazing.
So let me know what y'all think below. I mean, you know, I'm like Doja. Say hi, bye, and tear my ass the fuck on, because, you know, fuck, I'm gonna have to stop and have a conversation with a plastic bottle for. Okay, let's keep it cute and keep it pushing. Y'all be letting these big ass names get to y'all head. But child, hi and bye. That's it. All right. The only one I'm gonna probably be a fangirl for is probably Nicki Minaj or Beyonce, child. And even then, what can you really say on a red carpet and all of them cameras in your face? But honestly, though, Doja is an A-lister just as much as Kylie, so she's not gonna fangirl over Kylie. I don't see that. I mean, what does Kylie even do to be a fan of, baby? Okay, she posts pictures on Instagram. She don't do music. She's not like an actress. Like, she's no official video vixen, child. That ain't no different than running into Jada Waiter and Ari Fletcher to me. But let me know your thoughts on that below. If you think it was a little tension or awkwardness in that exchange. You know, I saw some, you know, comments about it on Twitter. And also go check out the photos that Kylie's ass posted, because she sure in the fuck made sure to crop Doja ass out the pictures that she had posted, okay? If you can go find those. So I'm sure more will come out about that little situation at a later day in time. Also though, while she was getting ready for this red blood cell look of hers, she made sure to credit Nicki Minaj as her inspiration.
I think everyone knows Nicki Minaj is one of my biggest inspirations.
So let me know your thoughts on that below. Now, I can see where Nicki's 2018 Met Gala look could have possibly inspired this, and I fucks with the thought of this as being her inspiration, but child, the execution is just not giving for me. I don't know, I really just wasn't feeling it, but you know, I love me some Doja, not too much on Miss Cat, but so let me know your thoughts on. So the next topic I want to get into is Latto being caught filming a music video from the looks of it. So clearly Latto is coming back with some new music, which I mean, she really ain't got no motherfucking choice but to fish for another single that's gonna stick to the goddamn wall, because the last 3 singles she done put out flopped and never saw Billboard. I mean, so what choice does she have? She better be out there filming. I mean, Latto been trying to get back on Billboard since Big Energy left Billboard months ago. So she needs another single, one preferably that will stick, because ain't shit been sticking to the charts, baby. Do you hear me? Okay, so she tried to ride Glory Hallelujah wave like Cardi B did, except it didn't really work for Latto. For one, because when she got into it with Nicki took her barbs with her. You know, that's how a lot of these new girlies be dependent on support. You know, first, starting out mainstream, they want to get attached to Nicki to get her fan support. But when shit go left, they need that plan B. Because what always happens is barbs start supporting their ass once they cross that certain threshold. At least most of them anyway. I mean, look at Megan, look at Coil, look at Latto. So if she want all the help she can get, she better off teaming up with the likes of Cardi B. But even then, Cardi ain't even a guarantee to save your ass, because she can hardly save herself. Cardi ain't had a solo song in like 2 years, okay, since Up. That was in 2021. So I don't know, she might want to look into acting or something, because I really don't see it for Latto in the next 3 to 5 years in this rap game, in my most humble opinion. I just feel like going against Nicki Minaj will cost your ass every time, especially that early on into your career as a rapper. She let that one little song gas her ass right out that rap game, because ain't nobody really fucking with Latto like they once was. Okay, like how Spice said, thinking she bigger, got her head gassed. Okay, that's a dig at your ass if nobody told you. Okay, because you think you the goddamn biggest. So fans are noticing that Hot Spice has outsold Latto, even though Hot Spice just started rapping like a year ago. Literally. And like I let y'all know the other day, I call her Hot Spice because she hot right now, okay? Like her or not, regardless of how you feel, she doing her thing and making her own little noise, baby. Do you hear me? Okay, so if you are wondering how and why fans have come to this conclusion, it is because about 4 weeks ago, Latto released the visual and song for that song, Another Nasty Song, that sample Lil Rue's classic Nasty song. And it currently has about, the last time I checked, 730,000 views, whereas the audio to Ice Spice's In Her Mood was released 4 weeks ago and has about 2.5 million views, okay? Which is even sadder when you consider the fact that Latto's music video featuring Glorilla for Fuck the Club Up has 2.4 million views. So about 1 million views less than Ice Spice's audio that she dropped a whole month ago, yeah. That's interesting. Latto has dropped a whole song visual with another popular mainstream rap girl that cannot get more views than Hot Spice's audio that came out around the same time. That's very interesting, okay? And this is coming from the rapper who claimed the labels was trying to make another Latto. I don't know why in the hell they would want to do that dumbass shit. I don't think it will monetarily benefit any label to make another Latto. They aren't recouping none of that money, baby, that they are putting into you. She done put out 3 songs in the past 2 months, and not 1, 2, 3 has taken off or made any noise on Billboard or any impact. So she definitely needs to go sit her ass down somewhere in a corner and figure some shit out. Speaking of Hot Spice and Latto, on top of all of this, it haven't even been a week ago that Ice Spice released her EP with only 6 songs, and it's already sold 15,000 units. Now that might not sound like much, but when you take in effect that 1, she barely been rapping a year, 2, started getting main media attention about 6-7 months ago, and 3, she don't even have any major features on that EP. In fact, the only feature she does have is Lil TJ, and he is not a big or major artist by any means. And again, the week ain't even out yet. So to put that into better perspective, okay, Ice Spice sold 15,000 so far, right? Coi Leray, who has been being pushed the past 3 years, put out her debut album last year with a feature from the Queen of Rap, got pushed, promoted, radio play, got a budget, a cosign, dropped music videos, and only sold 11,000 units in the first week, bitch. Okay, Ice Spice's 6-song EP done outsold Coil's 19-track album with over 8 features from major artists. So let that shit sink in, okay? Latto sold like 20-something thousand units within the first week for her second album she dropped last year with major features and music videos, a push, budgets, okay? So Ice Spice, she ain't too far behind you, love, and she ain't have to did half of that. Okay, so what is you saying? To me, it says people is fucking with Ice Spice. However, she's also likable and she's seemingly unproblematic thus far. So what's really not to like other than her weak ass bars? Okay, also, I told y'all that song, Gangsta Boo from Ice Spice's EP, that shit is gonna blow up. Watch you me. And I think a lot of it has to do with the sample that she used, okay, that Diddy sample, which I wish the girls would give the samples a break. However, I'm gonna let her make it because her first song to blow up was an original song that she wrote and had produced. So I'm gonna let her make it. But Gangsta Boo, mark my words, that's gonna be the next single to be pushed. It's already entered the top 10 on the US iTunes charts earlier today, and it is the number 1 in the hip hop songs category. And it was also announced earlier that song was also the greatest gainer on US Spotify and has over 300,000 streams within the past 5 days. So it looks like Ice Spice is coming for your spotlight tag, since you claim the labels is trying to make another Latto. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that below. So moving on from that, fans also seem to believe that Ice Spice is playing right up in Latto's fucking face. And if you wonder why they believe that, well, take a look at this shit. So both 21 Savage, Latto's known but not claim boo, 21 and Hot Spice, both of them two was posted up at Drake's little show, okay, the other day. Not little show, that's no shade at Drake or nothing, but I'm just saying. And 21 posted a photo on Instagram of him, just looking at his phone, and Hot Spice not only liked the photo, but she made a comment, child, talking about some 21. I guess she said, can you do something for me, child? And the gag is, Latto ass can't really say shit because that nigga is married and he done already stood on the assertion that he does not have a celebrity growth. Like, I just definitely feel like there's tension behind the scenes between the two. I really don't necessarily feel like Ice Spice give a fuck. I just feel like she really just playing into it and using it to her advantage. But I definitely feel like Latto feels some type of way. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the next song she drops, she's taking shots and throwing palm trees at Ice Spice. Okay, so let me know your thoughts on that below. So the next topic I want to get into is Cardi B, Hennessy, burner accounts, and editing apps that got mirrors looking like wop-sided bitches, child. So let's take a moment to break this shit down. So it looks like Ms. Belcalis was once again on Twitter addressing shit because she apparently feels like she got shit to prove to strangers as usual. And on top of that, y'all know she gonna address anything that has Nicki Minaj's name attached to it because, it's fangirl vibes. So long story short, her little sister Hennessy posted a photo that a lot of people felt reminded them of Nicki Minaj. I'm saying reminded of, I'm not gonna say straight up look like, because I personally don't think none of these hoes is holding a candle to Nicki Minaj in the fucking face. But the pose, the hair, and the whole getup reminded them of this photo, which is understandable. But she do not got Nicki's face, okay? Do you hear me? She don't look like Nicki in the face to me. The bitch could never. Neither one of these sisters could never. Belcalis or her little sister Tequila look nothing like Nicki Minaj in the face to me. Now, because fans were saying she looked like Nicki, of course Belcalis gotta hop her ass up on Beyonce's internet and clear the air. So this is what she initially said before she went back and deleted. Hennessy looking like Hennessy, don't play. To which someone else had responded and said, the whole bloodline changing faces. To which Cardi then responded back by posting a screenshot of a photo of her sister with her daughter that she got from IG and said, yes, I got my nose done. My sister haven't done nothing but change wigs. Go to her page and cry about it. Now, before we get more into this photo where she basically exposed her goddamn self, I want to address something real quick. What the fuck is the obsession with Cardi B and the freaking internet? Why are you this pressed over the opinions of strangers who more than likely aren't even in your tax bracket? How can you let strangers get this much of a rise out of you consistently? If she lets strangers get this much out of a rise out of her, I know she letting people in the industry do it. I think we need to come to terms with the high possible conclusion that Cardi B may have a problem with the internet, like an internet addiction. Like, this is seriously a mental health issue that, I feel the need to always to address. Like, why do you feel the need that you have to respond to strangers all the time? Like, how can you care that much? Are you that insecure? Are you that unhappy within yourself? But I mean, this isn't surprising, especially after that Jason Lee interview that she recently did, that she basically admitted to the internet controlling her life. That's what she said. If this video ever reaches the ears and mental of Cardi B, bitch, get you a social media manager and get the hell off Beyonce internet. Try that for 6 months and see how that works out for you. Focus on your music and your community service hours that you need to still get. And that album rollout you say you already have planned. Do that. Because that shit makes you look pathetic, honestly, when you sitting up here all looking like a goddamn fool, letting strangers get to you and what they have to fucking say. Like, celebrities don't have shit said about them every day of the hour. Wholeheartedly, you look crazy. Like, do you not know that internet addiction is associated with so many mental health issues? Low self-esteem, impulsiveness, depression, mood swings, all of which Cardi B seems to display to me, and it's very apparent. So I hope she gets help for that. For real, that's not healthy at all. It has to be mentally draining and consuming to constantly go on the internet and look up and respond to negative things about yourself all the time, baby. I could never. That is pathetic. What the fuck? Because we know she gone, for one, you know, she already admitted this a long time ago, that she be stalking bitches that she don't like on fake pages and shit. There's a video floating around of her saying that. So if you carefully take a look at this photo, you will notice on the bottom right where the profile picture is supposed to be, there is no photo for the profile. So they don't have a photo or an Abby, whatever you want to call it. Also, the way Instagram works, as long as you are following somebody, regardless if they follow you or not, if you follow someone on Instagram and you scroll past the photo that they liked, you will see the name of that person you follow who liked that specific photo. So if you look at the photo, you will notice the Instagram handle by the name of Hot Shot Radio is in this photo's likes. So Hot Shot Radio is known for making very disparaging and ugly commentary about the queen of rap, Nika Tanya. So they are what I like to call an official hate page. It's one thing to have your own opinion about a bitch, but it's another to dedicate a whole channel to reporting nothing but negative and ugly news aimed specifically at tearing one woman down. Like literally that's 90% of their content in my opinion. So when you add up the fact that Instagram shows you the name of the people you follow that like the particular photo, there is no picture in the profile picture, meaning they didn't upload a profile pic. And on top of that, with the fact that you posted this in real time, because look at the timestamp in the screenshot, who sent this to you that fast? And why would they need to send this to you when you can go on Instagram and get it yourself? Unless you screenshotted it from your burner account because you forgot to log out and be logged into your I Am Cardi B account. And what's more interesting is Cardi B's main page does not follow Hot Shot Radio. So even if this was from her main page, we should not be seeing Hot Shot Radio in the likes because she does not follow them. So she wouldn't have been able to see their name in the likes. It's giving stalker. It's giving obsessive. It's giving restraining order. Okay. What's sad though is this ain't even the first time Cardi has been caught on a burner account or following or keeping up with Nicki topics and whatnot. I done lost count on in this attempt of a distraction video that Cardi posted. She's showing off her little surgery snatch waist. Well, fans noticed that the mirror in the bed frame moving like it's distorted, as if she's using some type of app, which honestly, she probably did this on purpose to switch the conversation from the people talking about her being caught on this goddamn burner account. So now here we go with another stunt to distract the people. But baby, we know you was on that burner account, sis. Okay, y'all can let her distract y'all with that bullshit if you... The next topic I want to get into is Flo Milli and Maya the Dawn and Lola Brooke. All female rappers who have decided to come together for Flo Milli's Conceited remix. That's right. Feeling myself. I'm conceited. Yes, that's my shit. Okay, I am a Flo Milli fan over here. You never dated the chocolate bitch. You want the model bitch all off the internet. That kicking ain't internet. That's my shit. Yeah, I fucks with her. Okay, she's fucking dope and talented, and I just want her to win so bad. Y'all don't even know. I love me some Flo Milli, but you know her label RCA. They too busy pushing, you know, the light skin likes of Doja Cat and Latto. But, you know, Flo Milli, she exists and she's dope. Now, I know she is not everyone's cup of tea. I know some people believe her voice is a little too animated, or they think she sounds too much like a child, or they think she makes music for young girls. But Flo Milli is, she just had a birthday. She's 23 years old, so she is young. I'm only 2 years older than Flo Milli, so, you know, go figure. I'm into her. I can find myself digesting her, or at least I can find myself digesting a good portion of her catalog just fine. At least her past two projects I could. So Why Is You Here was fire, and the album that this song is off of, called You Still Here Ho, that she dropped last year, I think that album is fire too. She has some other songs on there I like Hotties, Big Stepper, and Do It Better. I really fucks with that song, Do It Better. I do. So I fucks with Flo Milli. Now I ain't gonna lie, as talented as she is, I can't listen to Flo Milli for too damn long, y'all. After about 3, 4 songs, 5 songs, okay, 3, 4 songs, it's time to turn the shit off and go to the next artist. For me, she is not one of those artists that I can just sit down and listen to and digest for hours, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 songs in back to back like I can with, you know, Nicki or Doechii or Doja or even Cali. Them bitches, I can sit and just listen to a body of work. But Flo Milli is talented. I just think it be the pitch of her voice sometimes. But nevertheless, I want Flo Milli to win. She deserves it, and she be having bars too. I just wish she got a bigger push. But honestly, I think Flo would be better off independent, because when you be going to her shows, or if you ever see videos or clips from her shows on the internet, Her fans be singing her shit word for word, bitch. She even be having the white folks singing her shit word for word. Now, Conceited is one of my favorite songs from her latest album, along with Do It Better. But I do like Conceited a little bit more, and it is also a viral sound on TikTok, just so happen to be. So her label obviously wants her to do a remix to help, I guess push the original song, because, the Conceited is popular on TikTok, like I said. Now, I can't see why they went and enlisted the help of Lola Brooke, because she is a new trending female rapper who has been turning some heads as of late. But Maya the Dawn, I think she should have went for someone else, even though it's probably because Maya's Teflon song is popping on TikTok, but she was better off getting Cali or Rico Nasty or even Doechii. But in all honesty, who I honestly hear meshing so well with Flo Milli, especially on this song, is Doja Cat. I think that would be fucking epic. So another topic I want to get into just real quick is Chrisean Rock ass child. So Chrisean just released a new song called Lit, I guess, featuring Blueface. Let me know if you heard it and how you feel about it if you heard it. I personally think it's trash, which is unfortunate because she actually has a couple of little songs that I like. A lot of y'all probably don't even realize that Chrisean does music or is a rapper, but she does rap. She actually started off when she first started fucking with that nigga. She was doing music and he was, he signed her. But clearly they got to fucking and shit went left from there. So she just doesn't take it as seriously as she should, like she used to. And that's what kind of pisses me off about Chrisean. She around here drinking Hennessy like it ain't no tomorrow, running after a nigga who don't want her ass and fighting bitches who breathe wrong, child. Okay? Like it's really unfortunate because I believe Chrisean has so much potential. She has a song, a couple of songs, like I said, that I actually really, really like called Rainy Days. I really like that one. And there's another one called Word to My Brother. Those songs to me shows Chrisean's vulnerable side and her talent and where she actually came from, and honestly makes sense as to why she ended up the way she did. If you haven't heard Rainy Days, go check that out. And the video is also fire. And after that, after you check it out, tell me if it don't piss you off compared to this bullshit she just put out. Like, it's like a night and a day between the Chrisean who put out Rainy Days and the Chrisean who put out this bullshit. Like, she has so much more depth and talent to her, but she needs help. And she put out that song not even a year or 2 years ago. So she needs some serious guidance, bad. But I do feel like Chrisean is talented, but this shit was just not it. She need to get the fuck from that nigga and fast, because how come anytime she do a song and it has a feature on it, it always got to be with him? This nigga got to be intimidated by the woman, the attention this woman gets, okay? Because she is the only reason that he is relevant, in my opinion. But I thought the song was trash, and she can definitely do better. Hell, even that song Vibe is better than this shit. But honestly, I feel like if Chrisean took rapping more serious again, like how she did when she dropped Rainy Days 2 years ago, I really feel like she could be another one of the mainstream rap girls. I do. But not when she around here acting like a drunken mess, talking about she pregnant. Just a fucking mess, child. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that below. So real quick, my next topic that I want to talk about is Coi Leray. So apparently Coi was not too happy with the write-up Billboard did, giving her props for her song Players, which is rising on the charts, just like I told y'all it would last week, because she been out in Paris this week for Fashion Week. This song has been getting a lot of radio play. It's been getting a push. The Jersey mix is very popular on TikTok, and to keep that hype up, she did drop a video last Friday to the Jersey mix, so she completely abandoned the goddamn original. So like I said before, I guarantee she will see the top 20 within the next 6 to 8 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, but I know she gonna see the top 20. I can just see, because they pushing the song too hard. So this is the title of the write-up done by Billboard that she was upset about: how Coi Leray got her swagger back with the success of Players. First of all, I see why she mad, because who in the fuck still saying swagger? And then you could tell it ain't a nigga talking about some swagger. What the hell? Okay, they could have kept up with the goddamn times at least and said how Coi Leray got her sauce back, or how Coi Leray got her juice back, or whatever, but I digress. So needless to say, Coi was upset, so she took to Twitter to tweet and delete this, probably because she didn't want to, piss nobody off and see them numbers drop on the Billboard. But anyway, she said this: got my swagger back. Whoever wrote this article is a clown. Tired of the disrespect. Tired of people not appreciating what the fuck I brought to the table and fought through and still standing. Stop playing with my name. Child, what the fuck? What table, bitch? You don't even got a chair at the goddamn table. What have you fought for? Girl, you've been in the game for 2-3 years. What did you talk? I mean, you at least been popping in like 2-3. What are you talking about? Why do these girls want to be a icon, legend, Onika so bad? What are you talking about? What have you fought for in this industry, Coil? Please tell me. Somebody drop it below. Whatever her fans are called. Tell me below. Okay, if she got them. Okay. Now, I see why. Okay, I see why she is upset though. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a book because the title is a little shady. However, is it really a lie? Okay, is it a lie? Not really. Okay, sometimes the truth can be a little bit uncomfortable because her debut album Trendsetters, as much as she said and thought that album was going to do numbers, it did not. It didn't even debut in the top 50 on Billboard 200. It sold like 11,000 units the first week, and she had major features and artists on that album, including from Onika Tanya. So Coil problem is the same problem a lot of these rap girls have, and it's simply she has a weak ass fan base, if she even has a core fan base at all, because ain't no reason you had the support and help of over 8 artists on that album, including a household name and icon such as that of Onika Tanya, and you still can't crack at least 20K. That's a problem. That's a you problem, and that's your label's problem. And she started really making traction back in 2020. It's on year 3, ma'am, and you still have yet to develop some type of core fan base. You ain't had that big hit since No More Parties, and it's 3 years later. So she did do an interview with Billboard, which, you know, they included in this write-up, and one of the questions she was asked was this: you put out Trendsetter last year and it has some hits. Looking back on it, what grade would you give it and why? Coil said, I would give Trendsetter like an 8.5. I think the project was amazing, honestly, because Blick Blick was such a big moment for me. I feel like we put the focus on that song, and I really wish we could have catered to other songs, because there were so many other amazing features and songs on the project that I think are amazing. No, bitch. You put the focus on that song because it was already exposed by Onika when she did the Blind Items damn near 6 months ago, when she mentioned after she did a feature with a certain artist and stayed up late as hell in the cold with her family to shoot a music video and give this artist praise, support, and encouragement when they was down, she was talking about Coil's ass. Let's not be slow hoes, because she mentioned that after doing all of this for this person, they got upset with her and was talking shit because she released another song shortly after their collaboration would have been which she was talking about We Go Up, because, you know, not too long after Blick Blick she had released We Go Up like 2 weeks later. Now, if you cared so much about them other goddamn songs you felt the so-called need should have been catered to, why was you so upset at her for putting out another song as if she is not an artist herself? You could have catered to and put the energy into promoting other songs because they're your songs, but you chose not to because you and the label was dependent and riding on the coattails of Nicki and her fans to carry your ass. Let's talk about that. That's why you chose that to be the debut or the first single. And when that didn't work for you, you want to act funny and talk shit and unfollow somebody. Like I said before, these girls look for a come up off of Nicki and her fans, and when it don't go their favor, they get gassed up by these labels. They start to sneak diss and throw subtle shade, and, you know, to try to remain attached to her name in some way because her name rings bells. Ding dong. Okay. Now, my last topic I want you to take with a grain of salt, because I don't know how true or not this is, but regardless, I'm gonna give you my opinion about it, because if it's true or not, I'm gonna still feel the same type of way. Okay, so I was minding my business scrolling on Twitter, and I saw a tweet from Black Tea Blog. Yes, shout out to Ebony, she's dope, I follow her. But I was just scrolling and saw a tweet, and she got it from a blog by the name of The Uncut, it looks like, from Instagram, which is basically alleging that Megan Thee Stallion is pregnant. So I'm like, bitch, what? Now, like I said, take it with a grain of salt, because I know I am, because I don't know how true it is at all. But this is how I feel if it is true. I definitely feel like this is or would be a PR move. I'm not saying Megan never desires to have children, or even that she does not desire to have children party. I don't know Megan from a hole in the wall. I don't know what her outline of the future entails for her, but I do know Megan has been MIA and quiet as hell since her court appearance last month, and all her lies were basically exposed. I do know that. She has said nothing and made no appearances anywhere from what I could see. She has not been active on social media or anything. I personally feel like her team has been scrambling for a way for her to be presented back into the public because she gotta pop back out eventually. She gotta come with more music. She is still in contracts, and there is still money to be made and recouped back from Megan Thee Stallion. However, in order to make her transition back into the public eye and even back with her peers more manageable, easier, and acceptable, I personally feel the only way they felt they could do that is, you know, to do some big type of move or grand ordeal, such as to announce a pregnancy. What better way to distract the public from the fact that you lied about X, Y, and Z than to announce a pregnancy? Another sympathy run, and that is again my opinion, because who in the hell wants to stress a pregnant woman out, a pregnant black woman at that? Because in Megan's case, you know, her and her team been beating that horse down, talking about black woman this, a black woman that, y'all, to death, as if being a black woman means you ain't got to be held accountable or ain't got to get called out on your bullshit. You know, I like Megan Thee Stallion as a rapper. I think she's a talented rapper. I do not seem to like Megan Pete the person, not from what I have been shown the past 3 years, especially not after that bullshit of a fiasco of a so-called trial. Okay, when she got up there and I cross-referenced all of these lies, like, that is not okay. That needs to be addressed. I definitely feel like if this is true, this is most definitely something that was more than likely suggested and planned to make her transition back into the public more acceptable. And that is my most humble opinion, again, if it is true, because so many people have been given or have been having so much to say about the outcome of the case. And a lot of people felt and still feel like it didn't go down the way she said it did. And it was even proven in court because it was too many different testimonies from the same people that was all there inside of shit. And, you know, a lot of people feel like Tory does not deserve to be behind bars. And I have seen a lot of conversation being had about that. And to make matters worse, literally, I can count on one hand how many celebrities came out to show their support for Megan after the outcome of this case. And that was Adele, SZA, and Young Baby Tate. Other than that, I didn't really see any one of Megan's peers come out publicly, emphasis on publicly, to support her. Where was her bestie Cardi B? Where's all the female, where's all this women support women? Why not? Okay, why didn't they come out and publicly support her unless they didn't agree with the outcome of that trial? So I don't know. But I mean, pregnancy is a beautiful thing, nevertheless. So is childbirth. I mean, look at my baby girl. Okay, I look at my baby girl every day in awe. Okay, as my day one subscribers know, I had her last year. So despite how I feel, if this is true, I wish nevertheless a safe and happy and healthy pregnancy, labor and delivery, and childbirth to Megan, because all that shit together is no joke. It's real woman business. I just most definitely feel like there was other motives behind this, and that again is if it's true. You let me know how you feel about it below. If you feel like, what are your thoughts on that if she is pregnant? Let me know what you think below. So real quick, I know I said my last topic was the whole Megan Thee Stallion ordeal, but I had to add this little tidbit in because, bitch, I just logged the fuck off Twitter and oh girl Latto them responded to Hot Spice. Okay, so now I know I'm just now uploading this video, but other than this topic and the Coi Leray topic, I recorded everything else like 2-3 days ago. So I knew this girl Latto was gonna respond to Ice Spice eventually. And not only did she throw palm trees, bitch, but she dry ass came and had the nerve to come for Onika Tanya when Onika been MIA and off of the internet. So bitch, when Nicki come back and chop your fucking neck on a record, remember you did it to yourself, baby. Just like you flopped your own career. Leave the R&B freestyles to Lakia and Enchanting, by the way. Okay, so real quick, let's get into a couple of things Latto said in regard to first Hot Spice and her secret but not so secret man 21. So y'all already know Hot Spice, like we already talked about. She was being funny earlier this week by, you know, not only liking 21's photo but commenting right up under it. So why one of the first things Latto said on this freestyle is, I done seen hoes come and go, so I ain't phased. Better ask my last nigga, a bitch can't take my place. Okay, girl, for one, I doubt Ice Spice want that nigga. He's an internet ass nigga. Nobody want that clubhouse groupie ass nigga. Bitch, let's start there. And you done seen hoes come and go as it pertains to what? Hopefully not the female rap game, because to me it looks like you're the next one to go, in my most humble opinion. So what else did she say? She said this: if you think a nigga ain't claiming this, you smoking dick. Well, baby, I guess you're the one smoking his dick because he hasn't publicly claimed shit yet. Okay, this nigga won't even claim his own marriage, let alone you, so pipe the hell down. And then she went on to say, it's still giving coke. now you got some motherfucking balls, bitch. Okay, that's the same shit that got your ass kicked out the Barbie house. You know that line from that It's Given song is what got your ass caught up to begin with. So the fact that you throwing it back up in songs again, okay, now you're being deliberate. Now you want to rise out of a bitch. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so she then went on to say, I still ain't post my nigga. Well, duh, why would you post a nigga and claim a nigga who ain't posting and claiming you? That's dumb. And then she went on to say, stop comparing me to trends. Who's she talking about? I'll tell you if she won't. She's talking about Hot Spice. Okay, y'all know damn well she been seeing all of these Twitter and Instagram and even Facebook posts with these side-by-side photos and comparisons of Ice Spice to Latte. Okay, I've been seeing it all week, and we know Latte have. She can pretend she ain't been seeing the shit if she wants to, but we know she has. These celebrities have time. Okay, they be having time. They be on the internet. They be seeing this shit. And on top of that, I just told y'all how people been comparing their numbers, because as of right now, when it comes to the music numbers, Hot Spice is whooping your ass, Latte. Let's not forget that the audio to Hot Spice is In Her Mood, which only came out 4 weeks ago, has over like 2 million views at this point. Meanwhile, Latte and Glorilla collaborated over 2 months ago for Fuck the Club Up, and it still don't have as much views as Ice Spice's audio she just dropped to In Her Mood. So let's start there. And then what gagged me is she had the nerve to say, smoking on your fave. Bitch, who gave you smoking on? Not on Nika Tanya. Not the bitch you can't hold the flicker of a flame of a candle to. Cause we all know she love her some Cardi B. So you ain't talking about Cardi. You cool with Megan. You trying to kiss Doja Cat ass for a feature. So who else is there when you're talking about mainstream? So y'all let me know what y'all think of Latte's freestyle. I think she fucked up a perfectly good song in my most humble opinion. I think she just dug a deeper hole for herself, honestly. Like, girl, if you was gonna come for Hot Spice, cool. You should have did just that and left Nicki out of it. But now since you want to go looking for problems and a rise out of the Barbs and out of Onika, don't be on Beyonce internet crying for sympathy when you got them. And that's how I feel about it. This girl is continuously trying to attach herself to Nicki Minaj and to the Barbs a lot, okay? That's these girls' strategies when they be flopping. Continue to attach themselves by any means to Nicki for traction, for hype, or for buzz, for relevancy. Ice Spice is the one that's been shading you. She the one that's been getting at you. You should have kept it on par and kept it about her. Like Hot Spice said, you thinking you bigger, it got your head gassed. Okay, ain't shit big about a bitch for one who can't write her own raps. So remember, this is my commentary and my opinion. You can let me know yours below. I look forward to reading your thoughts. Don't forget to give this video that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Lounging me on Instagram and Twitter at Southern Tea. I will see y'all in my next video. So remember, this is